Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Pan That Palette update. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I've been working on for this year. As you guys know, it's the Urban Decay Naked Half Baked Mini Palette. And what I'll do is I'll insert a little clip of where I was at the last update so you can see how much I've used up since then. And here is where I'm at now. So hopefully you can see I've made quite a bit of progress since last update. I have got a completely empty pan in the middle here, and I've very nearly used up this eyeshadow here as well. So the first eyeshadow to go was called Rocky, and it was that pinky sort of, it was like a bit of a duochrome pinky champagne colour, pinky peach champagne. And it was a really nice, unique, shimmery eyeshadow. I really enjoyed using that up, and it worked really well with the warm tones in this palette. So I finished that one up. I just literally focused all my energy on using that eyeshadow up so that I could have an empty pan. And then once I'd finished that, I moved over to Half Baked, which is this gold. And as you can see, I really don't have much left of this eyeshadow either. I just have this top bit here and then tiny amount at the bottom. This should be no problem at all to use up in the next week or so. And then moving on to the eyeshadows that are left, I've got Buck Off, that reddish brown, and you can actually see my progress inside the pan because you can see that sort of ring of fresh pan around the middle that I have used up. And I've been wearing this every single time I've worn makeup. Again, I have it on today in the crease. And then I've got Breadwinner here. I haven't really used Breadwinner too much. As I say, I've been really concentrating on these two. But I have plans for Breadwinner, which I'll move on to in a sec. And then I really haven't used Edible either. However, I really want to see how much of this palette I can finish up before the end of the year. Now that I've got the majority of it used up, like all the eyeshadows that I really enjoy using, I just want to see, just for fun, how much I can get moved out of this palette before the end of the year. So how I plan to do that, I thought I would run through my plans on how I intend to use this for the rest of the year. So I've picked out 3 single eyeshadows that are going to help me use up these remaining shadows. So I'll obviously swatch them and talk you through how I plan to use them, but I was also thinking I could do another video showing you 3 different looks on how I'm going to use these eyeshadows up. So if you're interested in seeing that video, then leave me a comment down below and I'll get that filmed. So obviously the only sort of shimmery shadow left would be this copper tone. So that in itself would obviously be a look. I'd put that in the crease, that to deepen up the lash line, and that all over the eyelid. So that in itself is a look. It would be quite a heavy, dark, smoky, autumnal look, which is fine for this time of year. I'm absolutely fine with that. But yeah, it's not a sort of like everyday look. And then I was also thinking, just for sort of like a lighter look on the eyelid, which you guys know I prefer, I would use this shadow here, which is from Topshop many moons ago. It's called Shuffle the Cards. You've probably seen it before if you're a long time subscriber of my channel. But it's this really interesting eyeshadow. I don't even think the camera will pick up how sort of duochromatic this eyeshadow is, because it's got green and pink in it. And what I'll do is I will swatch it out. Yeah, it's not really picking up the green weirdly, but if I sort of angle my hand, you might be able to see the different colours. But I thought that would be so pretty with like the warm toned brown. So there's Buck Off, and that would be Shuffle the Cards. So pretty. This shadow here I've already swatched out because it is a loose pigment, and I thought I'd just get ahead of the game. This one is MAC's Pigment in Rose. This is what it looks like in the little tub. And again, it's like the same sort of principle. It's pink with like a gold reflex in it. But this one swatches a lot more pink than Shuffle the Cards. And again, paired with this shade in the crease and then Edible in, just to deepen it up so it's less like pink eye, I think will look really lovely. So again, if you want to see that on, let me know. And then lastly, I picked out Havana, which is a deep shimmery brown. It's an extra dimension shadow from MAC. I got this in an advent calendar a few Christmases ago, and I thought this to pair with Edible for like a real smoky grungy look could be quite cool. I've swatched that really badly, haven't I? But there's Havana. And even if I smudge that along the lower lash line, just to like intensify a bit more of a daytime look. So that is everything from me today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love for you to stick around, and I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye!